Hey guys, it's Viv
and G. Welcome to our channel.
So we just finished watching episode 2 of The Bachelor with Peter the pilot.
And this episode started off right as last week's ended, with Hannah and Peter having that intense conversation, and it just got more intense than last week.
Yeah, it built up, their chemistry.
I know.
Felt real steamy.
It really did. One of the standout quotes from Peter tonight was, "You're the one who said no to me. I've never said no to you." And he was really upset that she thought that he just wanted to be the Bachelor. So we just still continue to see this, this tension and this love between them.
Yep. They honestly really loved each other. But it's now Peter's journey, and you gotta just close that chapter. And you can see how hard it is for them, and for him especially, because we're focused on Peter, how hard it is to close it.
But in the end, Hannah did end up going home, and Peter joined the rest of the girls on the group date. But the group date did not go as the girls would have hoped, and he canceled the day part of the group date and said that they would reconvene at the night part.
So now we get to the night part of the date, and let me tell you, the girls are pissed. They are not happy. Especially because I feel like they could sense and see it in Peter that he's real confused, and I don't know, it's kind of awkward. The night part of the date, Peter obviously apologized again. I think he knew what he was going into, the girls being all upset.
Yeah.
He had individual talks with all of them, apologized. And yeah,
and he had some really good conversations with some of the girls tonight. Like McKenna, he told her that she is someone that makes him want to put the past in the past.
She is someone who I really admired, and I was like, guys, you gotta need more positive energy like McKenna. She was just I get it. Let's move on now.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he appreciated that.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time.
Another great connection that Peter had tonight was with Sydney. They had a really good heart-to-heart, and I think they really connected, and he got to know her at a different level tonight. And she ended up getting the date night rose.
Woo! So after this, we proceed into the next night, which is the rose ceremony. The second rose ceremony of the season. And one of the first girls that Peter has a one-on-one with is Lexi. And for those of you who don't remember, Lexi is the one who came in the red convertible into the mansion. And I think G felt the same way. I feel, he was like, oh, remind me, who are you? How did you come in? She's like, oh, I came in the red convertible. And then he was like, oh, I knew that. I'm just kidding. And then pulled out a red convertible. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Peter's that smooth. I don't think he actually remembered. And I think he just had the red convertible for
the girl.
But I don't think he actually remembered it being Lexi. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he was genuine about being oh, I'm just kidding, I remember who you are?
I just feel that was a complete producer setup. I don't think he came up with that hey guys, get me a little red card that I can give Lexi tonight. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah. I don't know, it was off.
So any cocktail hour right before a rose ceremony, you're gonna see some of the girls start fighting for time. So we see McKenna and Kelsey kind of get into it a little bit, just trying to fight for Peter's time, which is normal.
Yeah.
So he also reconnects with Madison, who he had a one-on-one with last episode. He said that he really missed her. It was so heartfelt. He told her that he feels he's known her for years, that they've been dating for years.
They were really giddy with each other.
I know. And it seemed like they were dating for a while, too. And even the present that Peter gave her tonight, it was a framed picture of their one-on-one, and it had the whole family in it, and it was from the vow renewal, and it was so special. I mean,
it was a really sweet gift. I kind of feel like it was for a second date at the rose ceremony. It's kind of a big deal. Yeah. That picture, that's a big family event.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely really special.
So, Some of the drama tonight at the rose ceremony included Kelsey. And so I'm going to give you a little background on what happened. So she wanted to do something special to have some one-on-one time with Peter. And she brought a bottle of champagne from where she's from, Des Moines. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm sorry.
Des Moines.
Please, in the comments, tell me how to pronounce this. This is so bad. I promise I graduated high school and
High school.
because that's where you learn how to pronounce. Anyways,
Elementary school.
Yeah. So she had this beautiful layout. She had some candles lit up, 2 glasses, the bottle of champagne that she brought from home, and she was just really looking forward to spending really special one-on time with Peter.
Mm-hmm. She's been saving this bottle for a year, she said. So this was a really big deal for her. Mm-hmm. So she tells all the girls about this, and she has it all set up. And some of the girls are like, "Oh, where is it set up? We don't want to go over there." And while that's all happening, we hear, and they're like, oh, "What is that?" And she's like, "No, that's not my bottle. That's not my bottle." She goes over, and Hannah Ann popped that bottle, of course, with Peter. And Kelsey immediately gets so upset. And I get it. It's a lot of emotions. Mm-hmm. It did turn into a little bit more than it should have.
I think so. She may have been just drinking a little too much that night because she did get real emotional. She went over. Yeah. Peter and Hannah were about to kiss. They both saw her run off crying. Yeah. Peter then ran after her. She needed a moment. Yeah, she didn't want to talk to Peter. Which I kind of get because I'm sure she was, and then finally, she is just livid with Hannah Ann.
Mm-hmm. And Kelsey says to Hannah, "You're so calculated. I'm real." And Hannah's just not having it. She's doing that stupid smirky thing that she did last episode. And
there's something about Hannah Ann. She could be really sweet, but I think her facial expressions, that's all she is.
She's an actress.
I'm getting actressy vibes. It doesn't come off genuine. I feel I want to see more of emotion out of her face.
Yeah, I don't know. So fake. But anyways, thankfully, Peter does set up a little thing and has champagne for Kelsey and tries to make up for everything. And we're laughing right now because obviously something hilarious happened because Kelsey's just not having a good day. So Peter's like, "Oh, should we just drink out of the bottle or the glasses?" And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. We don't have to be classy all the time." Mm-hmm. And she goes to drink it and goes...
It erupts.
And I felt so bad. And it was so funny because I think it was Alana or something, or Aaliyah. She was fixing her makeup earlier for her, and it was so sweet. It was such a sweet little moment, and then boom, her makeup's getting all messed up again. Now this brings us to the rose ceremony. And just to remind you guys, 3 girls already do have roses, which is Kelly from the group date, Madison from the one-on-one, and then Sydney from the other group date. So we end up seeing how many girls?
There are 22 girls currently, and Peter sent 3 of them home.
Yeah. And when, of course, he picked Kelsey last, just for the drama of it all. And when she received her rose, she said something funny you always have to get me last. And I looked at her notes from last week. So she was picked 16th today, which was last. Oh. And she was picked 16th last time, which was so funny. I don't know, just coincidence. The fact of the night, okay, guys?
So the following day, we have a group date, which includes 8 girls and Peter, and they end up going to Revolve. And essentially what the mission of the group date is they're going to pick out their own wardrobes and they're going to do a fashion show for Peter and a full audience. And we have 3 celebrities and they're judging all the girls. And they have to pick 2 outfits, a day outfit and a night outfit.
So we're starting off the fashion show. Some of the girls are really confident about it. Some of them not so much. Victoria F., poor girl. She's so beautiful, but
so beautiful.
Doesn't have the most confidence, so the whole date was very difficult for her. Then we see someone like Hannah Ann just strutting it out there, who is a professional model.
But I will say, Victoria strutted down that runway like a model.
Yeah, she did. We see Hannah really pull out all the stops, coming down in a wedding dress and veil, throwing the veil at Peter.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I thought that was a little much, but hey.
Yeah. And then we see Victoria F kind of get her confidence and give Peter a kiss while she's going down the runway.
So it was actually Victoria and Hannah Ann who made it to the final, and they had to walk side by side in the same outfit down the runway.
Which was super weird. I didn't understand. I think that Victoria would have done a lot better if it was one-on-one and one. They were like, I don't know, Hannah just started in front of her and like whipped her dress. It was just so rude, and like we said, we're not the biggest fans of Hannah right now.
Yeah.
But of course, the professional model, Hannah Ann, ended up winning. And her prize wasn't like extra time with Peter or anything like that. It was just thousands of dollars worth of Revolve clothing, which, I mean, is great and super cool.
Super cool.
That's not the purpose of this show.
Right.
So, but she was so excited about that. Doesn't give a shit about Peter.
So then we proceed to the night part of the date. And one of the first girls who has her one-on-one time with Peter is Victoria. And Peter is so, like, I feel like he just got almost infatuated with Victoria. Like, I could see it in his eyes. He was like, oh, like, you're amazing. Like, you're beautiful. Like, I didn't know you had that in you, kind of. Like, I feel like he was shocked. And I'm sorry, but Victoria, you were so in your head. She was like, thanks. Like, she wasn't happy.
But she was like, I'm self-sabotaging myself
she
now.
really did.
And she said it was like, this is so different for me and all this. But he calmed her down and really reassured her, because she was like, I don't know if this is worth like hurting my mental health, but he's been on the other side, so I think he kind of knew how to calm her down and make her feel better. So obviously she ended up staying and everything's fine now, but it was tough for her in that moment.
Yeah, definitely.
So Victoria did end up getting the group date rose, which was so great. And after he gave the rose out, he ended up pulling Kelsey aside. And this is because earlier, Hannah told him that she felt bullied by Kelsey. So Kelsey was obviously shaken up by this, saying, no, that's not the case. You know, she was just really standing up for herself in that moment before. Yeah, she did kind of call her out, but Hannah is being fake.
And not for nothing, I just feel like Hannah should understand that her setup was taken. This bottle of champagne that she's been saving for, quote unquote, a year. Like, and if she's been drinking, she's just upset. Like, people, unfortunately, sometimes say stupid, mean things when they're upset. Yeah. And I don't know. I just feel like Hannah Ann should have taken it so personally.
She's playing a game. She's an actress. She's playing this game. It's just not genuine, and I really hope that Peter can see that soon. I'm not saying that Kelsey's the better match for him, but in this moment, I don't know if I want to say relate, but I am on Kelsey's side more than Hannah's at this point.
I just feel like in today's age, saying bully, like that's like really significant.
Yeah, and it's just thrown around too easily. It's like, you're not being bullied, you're being called out. That's two different things, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that was bullying, or do you think that Kelsey was right to kind of call Hannah out?
Yeah, let us know. I would love to hear you guys' opinion on that situation and on Hannah. Because I think what's throwing us off as well is like,
Peter loves her.
Yeah, I know. Is her opinion on Hannah now too, just throughout the episode? It's like, I feel like we don't fully trust her and what she says.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching our recap for episode 2. I feel like the season is going to go by so fast.
Yeah.
Really excited to see who Peter ends up with. Please make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, and hit that bell notification so you guys can see every time we upload a new video.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.